Back in the video. In today's video, suggests is what if Naruto was exiled from the Leaf, Part 3. Quick disclaimer, any people under the age of 18, click off of the video and watch other ones of mine. If you are not comfortable hearing about certain topics that some don't take well, as I've learned from all my mistakes, and I've watched this guy, I think his name was Variety X's video talking about me, and I just want to say that I don't agree with this video because I know myself, and if this guy just wanted to bring attention to it, then he would address me personally, as well as the fact that I never deleted any videos. But besides, we can now hop into the recap. And also, the like of this video is going to be 700 likes, so make sure to like, share the video to a friend who likes what ifs or just anime content in general. Comment your thoughts and feelings down below, as well as what if suggestions, as I am open to hear them. Check out my Discord server in the description and my, comment section, as I want you guys to comment some what if suggestions or just your thoughts and feelings about the video down below. And subscribe, as I want to hit 5k by June and 10k by the end of the year. Okay, so in the last part, if you haven't checked it out, Hinata had traveled back to the cloud with Naruto and Sasuke, and later became pregnant at the age of 14, while Sasuke was 14 and Naruto was 13. Just so you're aware, the age of consent in Japan is 13, and that's where I believe Naruto is based off of, as I've actually lived in Japan for about 5 years. Not at the time of recording this, but I have lived there. And the vibe that Naruto lets off is very similar to the house infrastructure, as well as the fact that it was released in Japan, and right where we left off the last part. Sasuke and Naruto launched a Kirin at their opponents, leaving them all in critical condition. Naruto would then tell Sasuke and Hinata that he'll catch up with them. He just has some unfinished business that can't wait. Naruto would let out a snore as he started to run towards where he thought Iruka would be. Iruka would then walk out of the academy with 3 students behind him, Konohamaru, Moegi, and Udon. They would then go to a densely foliated area, training. Naruto would watch them train, as he would then enter the training ground before any real training would start. He would then look at Iruka, telling Iruka to send the kids home. Iruka would shake his head. "These are my students." Well, I warned you. Iruka would then commence battle with Naruto, or who he had thought was a Cloud Anbu, due to the mask that Naruto had on. Naruto would then rush at Iruka, hitting him in his liver. Iruka would cough up saliva from the blow as Naruto threw him to the ground. Iruka would then ask who he was, with Naruto saying that he is Karma, the reincarnation of Karma itself. Iruka would be confused. Karma? There's no such thing, at least not as a personification. Naruto would then start to stomp on Iruka, who would violently hack up blood with his academy students trying to help. Naruto would then kick away all of them, telling Iruka that even his students will pay a price if they continue to meddle in our affairs. What affair? Iruka's words would slip from his mouth as Naruto stabbed him with a kunai, and then one of his own blades. Naruto would then lift his blade up, as he would then lift Iruka himself up by his collar, throwing him to the ground and taking off his mask as he walked away. Oh, and if it means anything to you, the name's Naruto. That name rings a bell. Naruto Uzumaki. Iruka would stand, coughing up blood, still impaled with Naruto's sword. "Wait, we're not finished. I'm sorry, but you should be dead," Iruka would tell Naruto. "If it weren't for the blood, the Uzumaki DNA within my veins, I would have perished a long time ago, but you will pay for what you had done to me." Naruto would then knee Iruka, grabbing his blade and twisting it. Blood would then sporadically spurt out from the wound that Naruto had inflicted upon Iruka's body. Iruka would then fall on one knee. "Naruto, get back here." Naruto would then look at Iruka. "You know, I was gonna spare you, even after all the treacherous things you did. The exilement. But you forced my hand. Now, Liger Bomb!" Naruto would then slam Iruka down into the earth, killing him, looking into the eyes of Moegi, Udon, and Konohamaru. "Well, I hope all of you have a very nice day. Farewell, and your master deserved what he had got." Naruto would then activate his lightning armor, going to Ichiraku's and clashing with the master of the shop, I guess you could say, Tucci, and asking for a ramen bowl as he revealed his true identity. Tucci would give him one as he guzzled down the food, thanking Tucci as he sped out of the village and in front of Hinata and Sasuke, who had been going at top speeds. Oh, Sasuke, Hinata, I forgot to say happy birthday. Really? Right now? Naruto would nod, speeding up. They would then stop as Naruto would ask Sasuke if he knew anywhere that had strong fighters. Sasuke would say 3 of Orochimaru's hideouts are controlled by 3 members, or 3 people who possess great deals of power. Naruto would then free all of the hideouts, and in about an hour he had collected all 3 of them, Karin, Jugo, and Suigetsu. They would then regroup with Hinata and Sasuke, explaining their goals and how they will create a group known as Taka that has 2 main objectives. First, to crush the leaf, and second, to kill Itachi Uchiha. Team Taka would then arrive at the cloud with Hinata falling asleep and Naruto doing the same, and Sasuke also doing the same, as Sasuke had lived with Hinata and Sasuke as it did have enough space. Suigetsu would also take over the only other bed, which would force Sasuke to have to share his room with Karin, as a relationship would start to kindle between the two. Naruto would then wake up, disbanding from the Anbu to train hard with Team Taka. He, during this time period, would also teach Hinata and Sasuke the lightning armor, and 7 more months would then pass at this point. Naruto's child, Hanaru, would be born, with Hinata making a full recovery from the birth and regaining her former strength. This boy would be nurtured by Samui and C on most occasions, as Naruto and the rest of Team Taka were too busy, as well as A and B, as well as Yugito, in fact even Darui, stepping in to watch Hanaru at times. Naruto would then ask for the Akatsuki's help, realizing of the group's endeavors. Help with what a masked Akatsuki member would ask in destroying the leaf. Not knowing of Naruto being the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki, they would assist as long as they joined the group. Naruto would do so, inducting himself and the rest of Taka into the Akatsuki without them knowing that Naruto had carried the Nine Tails, though the Akatsuki members were surprised by his insane chakra reserves, which he had just flaunted off the fact of him being an Uzumaki, which Nagato and her pain understood due to his own large chakra amount. 1 month later, Naruto and Team Taka had exclusively been pushing each other, and one day, throughout training, Naruto had pushed Sasuke to awaken his Mangekyo through an intense spar, where it had seemed that Naruto had fallen in battle, but Naruto was able to recover a few days after. Sasuke having the Mangekyo would push Team Taka to even greater lengths, as Sasuke managed to unlock his Susanoo ribcage, and almost, in fact, a full Susanoo, though he could tell that he was close to his limit in going blind. So occasionally, Karin would have to heal him, which would offset the effects of the Mangekyo temporarily. Naruto would then, one day, be chilling outside of the cloud's borders, walking to a place where he had gone regularly to meditate, as an old man with white, starking long hair and a hat on covering his headband would be there meditating. This was Jiraiya, gathering sage chakra. Jiraiya would then ask of Naruto's name. Well, since you've come this far, from the hat and clothing, I judge you come from someplace far away. The name's Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki. Jiraiya would throw off his garments, including his hat, to reveal battle armor. I am Jiraiya, the great Toad Sage of Mount Miyaboku, and one of the legendary Sannin. Oh, I've heard about you guys. And why have you come to this village? To retrieve my godson, which is you, Naruto. Naruto would then tell Jiraiya that he won't leave the village, nor will he come with him, telling Jiraiya that he was he was a stupid godfather, and unworthy of being his own. You left me, Jiraiya. If you were, and if you truly are my godfather, then why weren't you there? Why weren't you there when I was exiled from the Leaf, the place I called home for years at end? A decade, that place was my home. I was tormented for years on end as well. Not just the amount of time I lived there. Even when I was a small child, the looks, the stares, everything. They hated me. Only few cared about my existence. As he thought back to Hinata, who he had saw cared for him back when he was exiled, and Tucci, the ramen guy, who even lately had cared for the boy when noticing that it was him. Well, sorry for that. Sorry doesn't cut it. If you were my godfather, you should have saved me. Well, let's take this somewhere else, to a more secretive area. Jiraiya would do so as they appeared in a heavily foliated area, densely covered in bushes and trees. Naruto would then tell Jiraiya that he will come with him if the sage can defeat him. Jiraiya would let out a sigh. Good. As Jiraiya said this, he would run at Naruto, gut-punching him as hard as he could. Naruto would then cough up a bath of blood, as he flew out of the grasp of Jiraiya and onto a tree. Naruto would then gasp for air as he would stand, rushing at Jiraiya as he unsheathed his blade. Jiraiya would also do the same, gasping for air. As he breathed in, Naruto would cut into his torso. Jiraiya would ignore this pain, using a multitude of jutsu which was able to keep Naruto a fair distance away from him. Naruto would then activate his lightning armor, punching Jiraiya, who dodged, kicking Naruto away. In this same interval, Naruto would boost his speed even further, grabbing Jiraiya by his leg and applying pressure to the joint. As he judo slammed him into the ground, a giant toad would then surround Naruto, swallowing him whole. Is this the most you Naruto's words would slip from Naruto's mouth as he got punched and kicked from multiple directions from Jiraiya, unable to see in whatever toad's mouth he had been in. Naruto would then focus, catching one of Jiraiya's blows, being able to sense the chakra coming off of Jiraiya and using it to his advantage. Is this your full power? Because if it is, then you disgust me, old man, weakling. But I must say, you are powerful. If only you were in your prime, just maybe you could have won. You contradicted yourself. Don't call me out on my errors. Jiraiya would then stab Naruto with a kunai, making it appear to be a clone. Naruto would then walk out of the path of a few trees as Jiraiya made his way out of the frog's mouth. Naruto would then tell Jiraiya that he had been fighting a clone and had been fooled the whole time. A clone? Jiraiya would say. Naruto would nod. I'll have to pull out all the stops then, Jiraiya thought to himself. Now, massive Rasengan! A giant and gigantic Rasengan would form, hitting Naruto as he grabbed it, holding the dense chakra in his hands. This move, it is very powerful, and maybe would have bested me before my time in the Anbu. But during my stay in the Clouds Anbu, I had picked up a lot, and I mean a lot of good techniques. Sorry, but not at this point. Not at this point will you beat me with this pathetic move. Lightning Cutter! Naruto would yell this as the Rasengan would cut in two and explode behind him, leaving a small gash as it exploded on his back. Jiraiya would then fall to the ground, coughing up blood. I failed in bringing back my pupil's son. Minato, please forgive me. Jiraiya's hands would start to mold into shape, becoming a fist as he grabbed the dirt underneath him. Please forgive me, Minato. It looks like you're out of chakra. All out of it, old man. Not yet. I have to try. Earth style, mud swamp! Naruto will then blitz Jiraiya, kicking him forward. That simple move won't... Naruto's leg would be caught. I must say, old man, though I don't know you, Jiraiya, thank you for the fight. Naruto would then strike electricity through his leg as he sped up to Jiraiya, punching him all over. Blood would start to leak from Jiraiya's ears. Realizing that the fight had truly been over, though Jiraiya's will had forced him to not give up. I can't give up on my student's son. I failed. I know I did, but please. Naruto would shake his head. Why would I listen to your reason? I already told you why I wouldn't listen originally. And you're not even winning the fight. To me, it looks like you're on your last legs. Maybe even on your deathbed. Those words coming from you. My own godson. How things have definitely not gone how Minato wanted them to. I don't care how my father wanted things to go, because I am not my father. Naruto would then blitz Jiraiya. Before he could attack him, Jiraiya would use the Hairy Mane technique, cutting holes into and all throughout Naruto's body. Naruto would then stab Jiraiya with a kunai. Damn it. You've cut into my body. Almost every inch of it. Leave the village and go back to the leaf. Jiraiya. Naruto would then throw Jiraiya as far as he could, sending him into a tree as Jiraiya reverse summoned himself, escaping. Naruto would then rest up, knowing that he would have to return to the leaf with Taka eventually. Naruto would then enter the Leaf Village yet again, this time with Team Taka at his side. Suigetsu, Jugo, Karin, Hinata, Sasuke. Taka, attack! Naruto would yell this as Team Taka would then move into the Leaf Village, slashing through many houses, villagers, as well as even, posters on their way, but making sure not to kill any villagers to keep the kill count confined to ninja. Sasuke would then locate the Konoha 11 who had coincidentally been in the same place. Hinata at this point has also learned the Kirin with Naruto and Sasuke, as Lee would then appear before them. Sorry to tell you this, but Guy-sensei wouldn't let me... His words slipped from his mouth. For some reason, he had felt an incredible sense of fear. Guy-sensei won't let me... He couldn't bring himself to muster the words that he tried to say. It was simple. Guy-sensei wouldn't let him stand back and watch his teammates be beaten yet again. But it was hard. He couldn't breathe. Sasuke's Mangekyo had been active. It had seemed that the sheer bloodlust and lackluster feelings coming off of Naruto and Sasuke, especially Sasuke, who had been much more malice due to his Mangekyo being active, and Naruto's hatred being active as well, would make Lee feel like he couldn't breathe and feel compact, almost like a suffocation effect. Huh. You have something to say, Lee? Yeah. He still couldn't breathe. It was almost as if somebody was choking him. Well, I guess my bloodlust is a bit thick. Sasuke. Sasuke would then release his bloodlust even farther, as Naruto would do the same. Hinata, Naruto, and Sasuke would then lift their hands into the air. They would sigh, as Karin would then relay the spots that were densely populated with ninja and had little to no villagers whatsoever. 3 massive dragons of thunder with red archaic eyes would hail down from the sky and down onto these ninja. Only a few ninja, like the likes of Guy, Kakashi, and people of that type of ranking would survive. The areas that were hit, which also set aflame due to the lightning shock, burning the Leaf Village. Naruto would then smirk as he saw that the Konoha 11 had been hit, jumping down to them with Hinata and Suigetsu at his side. Neji would then tell Hinata that he hates her and will kill her. Hinata would pick up Neji. It looks to me like you're fried. You won't kill anybody. Hinata would then punch Neji in his face, sending him to the ground. And you went with that traitor? I hope your kid dies. Hinata would go wide-eyed. You insolent brat! Hinata would then punch Neji as hard as she could. Neji's eyes were rolled into the back of his head. She had killed Neji. Don't ever say that again. Naruto would be a little scared of that fact, but because he had cursed out his own child, someone who he himself had created, he didn't care. Neji deserved what he had gotten. He deserved death. And if Hinata hadn't done it, then he would have done it himself. Any else? Anyone? Anyone else wanna say and voice their opinions? Naruto would ask. Tenten and Lee would start to cry. Tears of sadness would leak down their faces. Each and every one of them would start to cry as a snowball effect would launch. Sakura would stand as chakra would funnel through her fist. You'll pay for killing Neji! Acha! As Sakura yelled this, Sasuke and Jugo would grab her punch, sending her flying into a tree. Maybe calm down. He deserved what he got. Didn't you hear Naruto and Hinata? That doesn't matter. Just voicing your opinion doesn't mean that you get to die, Tenten would say, releasing a massive amount of kunai on Team Taka. Hinata would then step in front of all of her Taka fellow members, using rotation to rotate all of the kunai away and back to Tenten, who would block with a massive metal ball attached to a sort of string of sorts. It's over. You'll pay. Lee would then smash his hand into the ground, activating the 6th gate, and then even tapping into the 7th gate for the first time out of sheer anger, fury, and dissatisfaction. Neji had been dead, he thought to himself. Neji died because of you! You'll pay! Lee would then jump into the air, using a Sakujaku on Naruto, who would block this attack using the Kyuubi's chakra, as it would heal the damage that Lee had done. Lee, I'm sorry. Naruto would then unsheathe his blade. But, again, Neji got what he deserved. Ash bone cutting! Naruto would slice into the air. Lightning would form around Lee, grabbing onto him and latching onto him. This was Naruto's own jutsu that he created. Naruto would then blow out fire, as Sasuke would do the same, with Hinata also following. Ash cutter activation. Lee would then start to burn, as he would try and use the gates to deflect the damage of the burning. It's not enough. How could I have been bested? Neji had died, and I could do nothing to save him. Choji, in despair, watching his teammates basically start to die, would pop the chili pill. You know, if it's one thing I can't stand, is when my teammates are in danger. Choji would grow in size. Choji, didn't you do this the last time? What's so different? Human boulder! Choji would then ram into Naruto, who would grab Choji like a baseball, holding on to him. Choji, let me tell you this. No matter what pill you take, no matter what you do, you'll never be stronger than me. So sit down in your place. Naruto would then slam Choji to the ground, looking as a tear would fly down his face. Why am I crying? Why am I crying for these fools? Shikamaru and Ino would then stand. Ino would try to use the mind transfer jutsu on Hinata, who would break free in seconds, as shown with Sakura being able to do this in the Chunin exams. Shikamaru would then use the shadow possession jutsu on Jugo, who would break control of this, as Shikamaru saw Jugo as the biggest threat, even though Naruto and Sasuke had been doing a great deal of damage, as well as Hinata. Hinata would then look at the surrounding area and what they had done. Hinata would smirk. Neji's dead. But I don't feel sad. Why is that? She would smash her hand into the ground. Why don't I feel upset? I know he cursed out my son, but there's something else. Anger. She thought back to the Chunin exams when Neji had beaten the lavender eyes out of her body. Oh, I know now. I got my revenge. Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata, as well as the rest of Team Taka, would then realize 3 other Konoha 11 members who had most likely been there to fill Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata's absence, with Naruto telling them to say goodbye to their home as they passed out from the electricity. The rest of Taka would then form back up as they demanded war. Jugo would then go berserk, seeing Hiruzen and Danzo step out from their quarters, attacking both of them and going all out, as Hiruzen would then send out a 5-chakra nature's jutsu. Danzo using a wind style, wind needles, to basically aid in the attack. But in the short interval of both attacks being launched, Naruto would swoop in, grabbing Jugo, escaping with Taka, as an angry Jugo would be yelling at Naruto. Taka would then prepare for war, arriving back at the cloud as they healed up. Naruto would then inform A that he and his squad had returned from their attack on Konoha. A would understand, knowing that they will be starting war with the Leaf soon, preparing their strongest ninja, as they would then start to march towards the Leaf Village. And with that being said, this was What If Naruto Was Exiled from the Leaf, Part 3, and the like goal for this video is going to be 700 likes to get another part fall closely behind this one. So make sure to like, share the video to a friend who likes what is, or just anime content in general. Comment your thoughts and feelings about the video down below, as well as what are suggestions, as I am open to hear them. And subscribe, as I want to hit 5K by June and 10K by the end of the year. And as always, this has been Rami X, out.